Welcome to part 2 of Is Cambridge Worth It? In part 1, we've covered why is it beneficial to come to Cambridge. But like everything else, it also has a flip side, which I'll share in this video.
Everything's going wrong.
What the voice meant was, the weather right now is awful. Feels like typhoon number 8 in Hong Kong when school and work are suspended. I think graduating in the storm fits quite well with the rest of the Cambridge experience during the pandemic, because it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
That's a very smart idea.
To film it?
Yeah.
Do you want to be on camera?
Yeah.
Can you tell us like your name?
Okay, so my name is Jay. I'm graduating for a master's in full in engineering for sustainable development.
Wow. What's your thesis on?
My thesis is on the just energy transition in South Africa.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so we went to the same university in Cape Town.
Oh my god, what do you do for undergrad?
Chemical engineering.
Now let's switch gears and discuss the downside of Cambridge. Firstly, the return on investment of doing a Cambridge degree is okay, but not great compared to its US counterparts in the CS or software field. Return on investment, or ROI, on a degree is the money earned as a result of the degree divided by the money spent on the degree. In other words, how much you earn after you graduate relative to the cost of attending. For the denominator, tuition in the UK is generally cheaper than the US for international students, but cost of attending varies across individuals due to factors like scholarships, so let's talk about the numerator, income earned after graduation. Software jobs in the UK pay less than those in the US on average. The disposable income is also lower after accounting for cost of living using data from Numio to compare the cost of living in London versus San Francisco or New York City. Needless to say, this is only true if one doesn't have work authorization in the US and cannot graduate from Cambridge and then go and work in the US, in which case the return on investment would be much higher than studying in a US university and working in the US due to the cheaper tuition in the UK. Energy sustainable. Oh my goodness. My umbrella flipped twice. We chatted more about work and life in general. I can feel Jay's sense of mission and passion for sustainable development. This kind of goes back to my point in part 1 of the video. I love meeting new people at Cambridge because they enlighten me so much. Now back to our discussion on the cons of Cambridge. We've covered the first con, ROI, and now on to the second one. Secondly, there's a lack of academic feedback. I think the feedback loop is very important to help students improve academically. We can observe in the case of reinforcement learning, a robot can learn to walk by receiving signals, whether they are rewards or punishment based on an action they did. And that's how they learn to become better at walking or other tasks. The same goes for students. Feedback on homework is really important to help us improve on the next homework. Otherwise, we don't know what we messed up and how to improve. For some classes at Cambridge, the feedback on homework is quite slow, and it would even come after the deadline of the next homework, and so it is really hard to improve. In some cases, we receive our grades and feedback 5 months after the submission deadline of the homework. This wait time might be normal at Cambridge, but I'm biased because I'm used to a much faster feedback loop at UChicago during my undergrad. Our problem sets and exams are usually marked within a week because there are teacher assistants who help grade the homework. I think some student representatives at Cambridge reflected this problem to the faculty because the faculty responded that we can have discussion sessions on the coursework after the submission while we're waiting for the feedback, since it usually takes much longer to grade our homework. However, this wasn't implemented and we also didn't get any reference solutions for us to learn from during my time here, but hopefully it will be implemented in the future years. I'm standing at the back with other graduates. The procession of the college's master has entered the Senate House, which marks the commencement of the graduation ceremony. The procession is led by Esquire Bedels. Esquire Bedels are the people on screen holding wands. They are ceremonial officers of the university who are responsible for conferment of degrees. The master now takes a seat in his throne. A fun fact on graduation ceremonies at Cambridge: the order of graduation is hierarchical. By custom, students from King's, Trinity, and St. John's colleges graduate first, followed by other colleges in the order of the year that they are founded. The senior proctor, who is the man on the right of the master, will greet the guests in English and then say a grace in Latin.
Good afternoon, graduates and guests joining us online, and a warm welcome to this congregation of the Regent House for the celebration and conferment of degrees. Iam placavit reverentius vestris, viri mulieresque collegi sanctae Maria Magdalena, quorum nomina iuxta cenaculum in porticu, propossuit hodie registrare, nec delevit pro cancellarius, gradum quem quisque rite pativit asequantur.
Magdalen College. Degrees being conferred. Master of Philosophy.
Dignissime Domini Domini pro cancellaria, tota academia, quasente nobis afflueres, quascio temoribus quam doctrinae Theodolias ad gradum assequendum magistri in philosophia, et qui tibi fideme prostot tutique querem.
Autoritate mihi commissa, admitto te ad gradum magistri in philosophia.
I bowed and exited through the doctor's door. My boyfriend has smartly stationed here, but I'm not very observant and I didn't see him. You see, I'm still empty-handed, so I went into the marquees to collect my certificate. I've just been conferred a degree. The piece of paper I'm holding is my degree certificate. Frames are available for purchase. I didn't buy one, but I bought a picture. Here it is. Besides this picture, we also have a chance to take a photo in this studio to pretend that we are in the Senate House. It looks like this. Here's the front view of the Senate House. The huge urn in the middle of the lawn is a Grade 2 listed historical relic. Oh, thank you so much. Before going to the graduation luncheon, we stopped by King's College because we booked tickets to visit. Let's go back to the discussion on whether Cambridge is worth it. The third and final point is probably because I had high expectations having done my undergrad at UChicago, which is a privilege. I think there are fewer academic resources at Cambridge than at UChicago. For example, faculties at Cambridge don't have office hours, while UChicago professors all have office hours. For bigger lectures at UChicago, those with more than 30 students, there are usually TA sessions, teacher assistant sessions, for small group learning. Also, although Cambridge is known for its supervision system, postgraduates here don't have supervision, besides during the research portion of the program. We're back in Magdalen College.
Hi. I'm so sorry I'm late.
Fun fact, the college hall never installed electricity. Thus we have candles, like in Hogwarts. You probably guessed what's gonna happen next. What a feast! Even the vegetarian option that my boyfriend is eating looks good. This is definitely the best meal I've had in college. Yum. What kind of idiot would hold a plate so close to a candle? Well, it's me. Huh? Oh my god! Rewind and replay in slow-mo. That's how I almost set my college on fire. But luckily, my boyfriend caught the candle, because he's a ninja, and prevented a disaster.
Congratulations.
To conclude, I think it is worth it to go to Cambridge. The pros definitely outweigh the cons. I'm incredibly grateful and privileged to be here. Whether Cambridge is worth it also depends on what alternatives you have. If the other option is more worth it than Cambridge, good for you. By all means, go for it. That's the end of the graduation ceremony and graduation luncheon. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!